Good morning. How to insert a chart from Excel into your PowerPoint for your National Parks project. The first thing is you log into your portal, then you open Office 365, then you go over to Apps, and then you go over to Excel. When Excel opens, you click Create Blank Workbook. And the first thing we do whenever we open a file is we name it. So you're going to go up here to the top. You're going to click, and when you get the file name box, you're going to name it. I am Miss Fernandez, so I will put AM Fernandez. Oops, I forgot my number. AM 100 Fernandez, and this is Park Chart. Once I have that there, I click into the document, and I will be at column A, row 1. Everybody see that? Perfect. Now we have to start the hard work. So the first thing we do is we give this a title. Whatever your park is, I'm going to do Zion. So I'm going to type Zion temperatures. And let me make this bigger so you guys can see it. Maybe that's too big. Let's see. Sorry about that. Clicking and holding the phone. Not my forte. All right. Zion temperatures. Everybody sees that? Okay, now I'm going to go up here. You see how you get this arrow? Let me show you again. See that arrow? When you get that arrow, you double click it and it stretches that box for you. So everybody write the name of your park and write temperatures. And then over here, we're going to pick 3 months. So I want to check the temperatures of January, February, and March. And I need to have the highs and the lows. So I'm going to show you something else. Everybody following me so far? Pick 3 months you want to do. You could pick September, October, November, any 3 months you want. Okay? Liz, are you watching and doing? Okay, excellent. I love that. All right, so now, this is the important part. We're going to take our mouse and we're going to place it on row 2. And do you see how that became green? Everybody see that? Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to put insert row above. Can everybody do that? Once you've done that, you're going to go over to 2B. And in here, you're going to put lows. And in 2C, you're going to put highs. And then in 2D, you're going to put average. Everybody got that? Now, this is my table here. Oops. This is my table here. So I want my table to have a grid around it because I like to be able to see what I'm selecting. So I'm going to go to this home button here. And I'm going to go over here to this box, which gives me borders. And I'm going to click all the borders. And now look, you see how you can see it's a table? Everybody saw that? Excellent. Okay, the next thing you have to do is find the highs and lows. And this is where your research comes in. So I'm going to go and open, bless you, a new tab. And I'm going to put Zion National Park temperatures January through March. And as it comes, there's several things I can do. I can grab it from here, or look what happens when you click show more. Here's January, February, March. Does everybody see that? Okay, it's giving me averages. Do I want averages? No. I want to be able to average in the end. So I'm going to go up here and pick images and see if I find something better. This is part of research. Oh, these charts look great. Let me click this one. I go over here and I look. Look at this. High, low, record high, record low. So I'm going to go ahead and use those averages because apparently that's all they have. So for January, what was the high? 54. What was the low? 30. So I go back to my Excel and I put that in. So what was the low? 30. What was the high? 54. Remember that? Now I got to do February. So I'm going to teach you another trick. If you go up to the top here and you press this button, it kind of shrinks it. And if you go down to the side here when you get the arrows, you can shrink it. And now I can go over here, grab the website, and move it over to the other side. So now I can see both at the same time. Do you see that? If that works for you, great. If it doesn't, then you just remember. Okay, the lows for February was 34 and the high was 59. 34, 59. And in March it was 39 and 66. Once you've copied that, now you can make this big again. This is how you do averages. You go up here to formulas. We're not going to do this whole got it because I know it. So you're going to go to formulas in here. Oopsies. And you see here where it says function. Everybody see that? FX means insert function. You click on that and we want an average. Right? So we're going to go average. And what do we want from where? Well, we want it to grab from these two. So we highlight them. And then we hit enter. And look at that. It did the math for us. The average of 30 and 54 is 42. So now I go to this cell. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to click average. And then I'm going to click the cells. Oops, I got to move this guy. I have to click the cells, right? And then I hit enter. Oops, I did something funky. All right, let's try it again. Sorry about that. Average. And the cells. Move it so I can see. Enter. Over here, what am I doing? I'm clicking what? Average. Double click. And then what? Move this box. Come over here and grab the two I want. And then hit enter. Do I have my averages now? Excellent. Now comes the hard part. I know you thought that was hard. It's not. And plus, you're going to have this video to go back and look at, okay? So now what do I have to do? I have to make this into a chart. So look here. I'm going to grab my chart. Actually, I need the title. I'm going to grab my chart. And I'm going to say, I want this to become, what do I want it to become? A graph, right? Hello? Is everybody awake? Oh, I always told you don't talk. All right, so what do I want it to become? A chart, yes? Do you agree? You can answer me. Yes. Okay. Insert. Yeah, look at these charts. I think I like this one. Look what it did. Do you see how it did that for me all on its own? What's missing? My chart title. So if I go here to Zion and I copy this, oops, I copy this, Control C, and now I go here to chart title, and I go in this box, right? And what do I want in there? I want the actual title. And then I click out. Look what happened. Did it change? Yes. Now, do you see my lows and my highs and my averages? And each month is color-coded. I'm only going to show you this basic, and then we could talk about how you can make it fancier later. Does everybody understand what I did? Yeah. Okay. So now that I have this chart here, the next thing I do is right-click, copy. And where do I want it to go? In my Excel form. I'm sorry, in my what? In my PowerPoint, right? So where's my PowerPoint? Down at the bottom. I open it up. I closed it one more time. My computer's acting funky. What is happening? Okay, we'll close it and we'll open it by itself. So there's my PowerPoint. I need to create a slide, so I'm going to go insert slide, blank, and then right click and paste with art. Look at that. You see my chart now? Mm-hmm. Now, what is this on the side? What did we say this was? Designer. So maybe I want something a little different. Well, I like this one. But I can't read my title, so what can I do? I can move it. I can grab it. I can see which one works best based on what I have. Make sure that when you grab your stuff, you're grabbing the right things. You can do a lot, just choose what you like. Everybody understood? Excellent. I cannot wait to see your stuff. And it looks like I copied it funky because the title's off, you see? So what can I do? Delete it. And I can go back into my Excel, right? Right into my Excel right here and copy it. Once again, right click and copy, or Control C, go back into my PowerPoint and Control V or paste. Now, there. And maybe I want this one. Maybe I want this one, right? Your choice. Everybody understood? Excellent. I can't wait to see your creativity.